to smash a guitar? Yeah, it is this city of rock and roll. Ran in the footsteps of Hendrix, Cobain, and so many others. Another one has been shattered to pieces before kickoff here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this, you got to have it to play in this league.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know what I call that, Kate, and I talk about it all the time. That is called a tone setter with a capital T. Not a better feeling than to start an opening drive by running it right down your opponent's throat.
On first down, here's Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Second and 3 now. Zone read, this is Judkins. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense, too. Mission accomplished.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Going all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
He isn't just a quarterback with some great natural ability to play the position, Kate. Nope, he's somebody who lives and breathes this game 24/7, 365. No off days for him. He's down on the field getting his work in. He's in the lab studying, prepping, and thinking, how can I improve so I can handle this opportunity, this opponent, this challenge here in front of me?
The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the ground again with Dowdle. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for this Cleveland offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down. Another one for Judkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
They'll go play action for Sanders. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And that drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Working out of the gun, Sanders finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one's caught by Tillman. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. From the gun, Judkins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
So many of the D tackles in the league today, Kate, at some point in their background were edge rushers before they maybe outgrew that position. But they've got an explosiveness, a get-off, and it leads to stops like that.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Here's Sanders now. On the screen, this is Sampson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Drops back. Needs an open man. That one connects. And they're going to have first and goal when we begin our second quarter. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Ready to go with the second quarter, and it's the Browns with it inside the red zone. Judkins will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. It's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. He gets it again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and at times stuffing the run.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start to fight back for their first points of this game. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one's kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skilled guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. On the return, here comes Xavier Leggett. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Carolina offense out ready to go for their second drive. And after some momentum was wrestled away by that last touchdown drive, Brock, the pressure is on them to respond here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First and 10 now from the 46. He's got it on the bootleg. Complete to Tremble. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the red zone on 1st. Dumps it off to his running back. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice game. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. So the defensive miscue makes it just a yard to go now on 2nd. Running it after the penalty. And the defense holds him at the 2. Brock, he can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Panthers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Clean it over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Sanders will keep it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. Hang with us. More football in Huntington back on its way. Shotgun hands off here for Judkins. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Sanders now on 3rd down. Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. The Panthers set to take the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 now from the 46. Slot receivers headed left. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So 1st down from the 41. Sticking to the air here. And the Browns get there and take him down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Looking to throw here. Connection made to Tremble. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Browns are in the nickel for this 3rd down call. Third and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Now, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Sam Martin on now to punt it away on 4th. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. And here is Schmidt to send this away. The Gets with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And motion a tight end left. The inside give to Dowell. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll try and run this. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Tackled by the perennial All-Pro Myles Garrett.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun give now to Dowell. And that's not what the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. Trumbull with the grab. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the second half and add to it. Sure, you love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a one-score game here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working out of the gun, Sanders. He's got a man left. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Sanders setting to pass. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, they need 7. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They're going to throw out of the gun. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play.
Well, you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. I remember as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense, but you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
Back out now comes the Browns offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
A little of a screen pass for Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator, quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
To the air, Sanders. is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Quarters in the books from this one. It's the Panthers in possession of it. They need to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Putting the tight end in motion. Takes the second down snap. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Third down, Browns opting to go with a dime set defensively. To throw now. Complete beyond the marker. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
To throw here on first down. And he's brought down at the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
All right, here we go. Second down. On the draw, it's Dowdle. He dodged the tackle. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy that first down at the 30.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. Strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one's complete over the middle. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. with Denver on the run. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say, I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Battle again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Panthers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That's good for a couple of yards, and that's a Browns 1st down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. 1st and 10 from the 32. To throw now is Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now Sanders. Put the body on the line for his team. And they're going to be set up with a 1st down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Completed to his running back. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Sticking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And it looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.